Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 I think it's text 49 of the 7th canto, chapter 9, text 49.
Yeah.
If it has been given lecture since January day, every day. I found some glasses there. No label, no. There's no words. Naite gunana gunino mahat adayo ye.
Naite.
It's only you who have it.
I can also run it.
Okay, and there's one there also.
Oh, this is.
Sanskrit.
Oh, but this is the first edition of the 7th canto.
Okay, we can just take the Sanskrit verse first. Na. Ete. Guna. Na. Gunina. Mahat adaya. Ye. Sarve. Mana. Pravritaya. Sahadeva Martya. Adi Antavanta. Urugaya. Vidanti. Tvam. Evam. Vimrishya. Sudya. Viramanti. Shabdat. Naite gunana gunino mahat adayo ye.
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 Sarve mana pravritaya sahadeva martya.
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 Adi antavanta urgaya vidanti hitvam.
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 Evam vimrishya sudiyo viramanti shabdat.
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 Naite gunana gunino mahat adayo ye.
Naite gunana gunino mahat adayo ye.
Sarve mana pravritaya sahadeva martya.
Sarve mana pravritaya sahadeva martya.
Adi antavanta urgaya vidanti hitvam.
Adi antavanta urgaya vidanti hitvam.
Evam vimrishya sudiyo viramanti shabdat.
Evam vimrishya sudiyo viramanti shabdat. Naite gunana gunino mahad adayo ye.
Naite gunana gunino mahat adayo ye.
Sarve mana prabhritaya sahadeva martya
Sarve mana prabhritaya sahadeva madhya
Adi antavanta urugaya vidanti hitvam
Adyantavanta urugaya vidanti hetvam
Evam vimbrishya shudiyo viramanti shabda
Evam vimarishaya sudiyo viramanti shabdat Naite gunana gunino mahatadayo ye
Naite gunana gunino mahad adayo ye
Sarve mana prabhritaya sahadeva madhya
Sarve mana prabhritaya sahadeva martya
Adyantavanta urugaya vidanti hetvam
Adi antavanta urugaya vidanti hitvam
Evam vimarishaya sudiyo viramanti shabdat
Evam vimbrishya shudiyo viramanti shabda Naite gunana gunino mahad adayo ye Sarve mana prabhritaya sadeva martya Adi antavanta urugaya vidanti hitvam Evam vimbrishya sudiyo viramanti shabdat Neither
Ete, all these
Guna
three qualities of material nature.
Three qualities of material nature
Na, nor. Gunina,
Gunina
the predominating deities.
The predominating deities
Of the three modes
of the three modes
of material nature.
of material nature
Namely Lord Brahma,
Namely Lord Rama
the predominating deity of passion.
The predominating deity of passion
And Lord Shiva,
And Lord Shiva
the predominating deity of ignorance.
The predominating deity of ignorance
Mahat Adaya,
Adaya
the five elements.
Five
elements
The senses and the sense objects.
The senses and the sense objects
Yea, those which Sarve, all, Mana,
the mind
Prabhritaya,
Prabhritaya
and so on. Sahadeva Martya, with the demigods and the mortal human beings.
with the demigods and the mortal human beings
Adi
Adi Antavantaha
who all have a beginning and end.
who all have a beginning and end Urugaya
O Supreme Lord,
O Supreme Lord
who are glorified by all saintly persons.
glorified by all saintly persons Vedanti
understand. He indeed
Tvam,
your Lordship,
your Lordship, Evam,
thus
Vimbrishya,
considering
Sudhya,
O wise men, Viramanti, cease, Shabda, from studying or understanding the Vedas.
from studying or understanding the Vedas.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Neither the three modes of material nature, Sattvagun, Rajagun and Tamagun, nor the predominating deities controlling these three modes, nor the five gross elements, nor the mind, nor the demigods, nor the human beings can understand your Lordship, for they are all subjected to birth and annihilation. Considering this, the spiritually advanced have taken to devotional service. Such wise men hardly bother with Vedic study. Instead, they engage themselves in practical devotional service. Purport. As stated in several places, Bhaktyamam Vidyanati, only by devotional service can the Supreme Lord be understood. The intelligent person, the devotee, does not bother much about the practices mentioned in text 46. Mauna Vrata Shuta Tapo Dhyayana Swadharma. After understanding the Supreme Lord through devotional service, Such devotees are no longer interested in studies of the Vedas. Indeed, this is confirmed in the Vedas also. The Vedas say, Kim artha vayam adhyeshyame shyamahe kim artha vayam vakshyamahe. What is the use of studying so many Vedic literatures? What is the use of explaining them in different ways? Vayam vakshyamahe. No one needs to study any more Vedic literatures, nor does anyone need to describe them by philosophical speculation. Bhagavad Gita 2.52 also says, Yada te mohakalilam buddhi vyati tarishyati tada gantasi nirvidam shrata yasya shrutasya cha. When one understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead by executing devotional service, one ceases the practice of studying the Vedic literature. Elsewhere it is said, Aradito yadi haris tapasah tata kim. If one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead and engage in His service, there is no more need of severe austerities, penances, and so on. However, if after performing severe austerities and penances, one does not understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such practices are useless. Naite gunana gunino mahat adayoye sarve mana prapritaya sahadeva matya adiyantavanta urugaya vidantihi tvam evam vimnishya suryo viramanti shabdat. Neither the three modes of material nature, Sattva-gun, Raja-gun, and Tamagun, nor the predominating deities controlling these three modes, nor the five gross elements, nor the mind, nor the demigods, nor the human beings can understand their lordship, for they are all subjected to birth and annihilation. Considering this, the spiritually advanced have taken to devotional service. Such wise men hardly bother with Vedic study. Instead, they engage themselves in practical devotional service. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So in this verse, it is Prahlad Maharaj, he is offering prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. This is one of the last verses. So you have been hearing all these prayers, and this is very beautiful prayers. Lord Nrsimhadev, he is very angry. He's just killed Hiranyakashipu and he's very angry. And Lord Brahma, how should they, pacify Lord Nrsimhadev? So Lord Brahma, he asked, Prahlad, you go. And Prahlad, he prayed dandavats just before Nrsimhadev. And Nrsimhadev puts his hand on Prahlad Maharaj's head. And he becomes completely free from all the material contamination, and he speaks all these verses here, are very beautiful verses. So we must please Lord Nrsimhadev very much. So in this verse, Prahlad Maharaj expresses that anyone who is subjected to birth and annihilation cannot understand your Lordship or the Supreme God. So, not the three modes, and we saw that in the word for word, when there was said this Gunina, That's the first the verse said, the gunas cannot understand you, and the gunina, those who are in charge of the gunas, cannot understand you either. The predominating deities. And in brackets, Srila Prabhupada, when he says the predominating deities of the three modes of material nature cannot understand, and then in brackets Srila Prabhupada mentions Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Other than he doesn't mention Lord Vishnu. Because Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Lord, as we know. He is not under the modes of material nature. Anything which is under the modes of material nature cannot understand the Supreme Lord. And therefore, as we said here, those who are intelligent, if you consider this, you cannot understand the Supreme Lord by speculation or just by making some investigation. You can only understand the Supreme Lord by bhakti. Bhakti mama vidyanati yalanyas chasmi tattvatha tato man tattato gyatva vishate tadananta. It says there in 1855 in the Bhagavad Gita. You can only understand me through devotional service. And when you are in full consciousness of me by such devotion, then you can enter the kingdom of God. So, and what is devotional service then? Prahlad Maharaj mentioned earlier in this verse, in this section about Vishnu, which last time I was here, then that verse was up. And it was Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padanam Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. And Prabhupada explains that these are the 9 processes of devotional service. And these are considered pure devotional service. So if we engage in them, we engage in pure devotional service, although we are not pure ourselves. So when we distribute books, that's an activity of pure devotional service, for example. But although we are not pure devotees, but the activity in itself is pure devotional service. Because it's a kirtana, preaching. So those who are spiritually advanced takes to devotional service. Those who are a little, for us we can say those who are a little intelligent, they take to devotional service. What's the use of speculation? What's the use of trying to do any other process? Devotional service is the supreme process. It's so nice in devotional service because it engages us as the one we are. It puts us in the position of the one we really are. Our constitutional position is that we are Krishna's eternal servant. We have an eternal relationship with Krishna, which is our natural, it's our nature, which faith you can change. You can change from being a Jew to being a Christian, and then become a Muslim, or you can become a Hindu. But you cannot change the one you are. Your relationship with God, it's fixed already. And this is the thing about devotional service, which separates devotional service from other faith. It's not simply a kind of faith. Therefore, if we are Krishna conscious on the street, we can touch everyone. A Christian can buy a book, a Muslim can buy a book, anyone. Because we don't act on the designated platform. I'm a Hindu, I'm a Muslim. I'm simply Krishna's servant, and you are also. You're not, you belong to another faith. No, you're Krishna's servant. Therefore, we have something in common here, and I can really relate to you. We are brothers in one way. So, devotional service gives us so much happiness, because it's not something. It's not. We don't do it for something else, to achieve something else. Generally, religion, people are religious, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Why are you religious? Because you want economic development, you want sense gratification, you want to be pious like that. But devotional service, it doesn't have any fruit like that. So it simply engages us in serving Krishna and with love, and that makes us just happy like that. Because that's what we are. We are Krishna's eternal servants. The whole Krishna consciousness is to rectify this. So that was the point here. This day is also a special day. It's Ekadashi, that's one thing. It's also some disappearance day of our great acharyas. And it's Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, who is one of the 6 Goswamis. It's his disappearance day. And it's Raghunath Das Goswami's disappearance day. And also one of the 6 Goswamis.
Madhvacharya also?
No. Then is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And I just read something in the Chaitanya Charitamrita where Krishnadas Kaviraj, he mentioned the 26 good qualities of a Vaishnava. 26 good qualities of a Vaishnava. So when we are engaged in devotional service, these qualities will naturally develop. These good qualities. So it's the nature of devotional service. It's a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam also which says this, that all the good qualities of the demigods develop in one who is has a devotion, pure devotion for the Lord. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he says here, first 26 qualities. The first one, very kind to everyone. That's a devotee. He's very kind to everyone. He doesn't eat animals, small. He doesn't step on an ant. He's not feeling any happiness when everybody else is unhappy. It's like we have in the modern world. When people on the street, if you go on the street and if somebody can in some way say something that makes you feel hurt, they feel happy. So this is just opposite, So these are all bad qualities. But the devotee is very kind to everyone. Because he sees everyone's part of Krishna. Everyone is part of Krishna. So how can you treat? It's like you have a sister or brother. You will be kind to them. They're part of Krishna. They are dear to Krishna. Everyone, Krishna loves everyone. The second quality, does not make anyone his enemy.